Welcome to Matiq News.
I'm Eva.
And I'm Akash. Last time, we looked at the origins of artificial intelligence, from myth to mechanization.
Today, we enter the moment AI stopped obeying instructions and started teaching itself. This is learning to learn, the era of machine learning. So last time, we talked about Rosenblatt's Perceptron, the first machine that could learn. But I keep wondering, what happened next? How did we get from that wooden frame in a Cornell lab to something like ChatGPT?
That's the story of how AI grew up. After the early hype and the long AI winter, researchers realized something crucial. Intelligence isn't about rules, it's about experience. By the 1980s, a new mindset emerged: statistical learning. Instead of teaching machines, so if-then logic, scientists began letting them discover patterns through data. That's how machine learning was born.
So the idea was, don't program intelligence, train it.
Right. You give the machine enough examples and it learns the underlying structure by itself. If you show it 1,000 pictures of cats, it starts seeing what cat miss looks like without anyone ever defining it.
That's kind of poetic. Teaching by showing, not telling.
And that shift from instruction to experience is what changed everything. In the 1990s, the phrase data is the new code started circulating in research circles. Algorithms like decision trees, naive Bayes, and later support vector machines became workhorses of AI. They didn't think, they fit. They found correlations in the noise and turned them into predictions.
So machines were getting smarter, but without being aware.
Precisely. They were mathematical savants, brilliant in narrow tasks, clueless beyond them.
Was there a point when it all clicked, when machine learning became its own discipline?
In 1997, Tom Mitchell at Carnegie Mellon formally defined learning machines in his textbook, Machine Learning. That is what he said. A computer program is said to learn from experience E with respect to some task T and performance measure P. If its performance at T, as measured by P, improves with experience E.
Yeah, that's basically the scientific definition of curiosity.
Exactly. From that moment, AI wasn't about control, it was about improvement. Then came the internet, the world's first infinite data set. Every email, click, and image became training material. The algorithms were ready, now they had food.
So this is when we got spam filters, search engines, handwriting recognition.
Exactly. The Bayesian spam filter was one of the first invisible AIs. No one called it artificial intelligence, but it learned from every new email you marked as spam. That same statistical principle ran stock predictions and medical diagnosis and speech recognition. AI was no longer a research term, it was infrastructure.
It's funny, people think AI became real when it started talking. But from what you're saying, it started listening first.
Beautifully put. Machine learning didn't make machines conscious. It made them observant. It allowed them to notice, to find relationships that no human could spot at scale.
And then came the jump, deep learning.
Yes. In 1986, a breakthrough called backpropagation by Rumelhart, Hinton, and Williams made neural networks trainable again. But it took decades until GPUs and big data cramped for those ideas to take off. In 2012, a model called AlexNet crushed image recognition benchmarks, and suddenly, deep learning was everywhere.
So that's the layered intelligence people talk about.
Exactly. Each layer learns a higher abstraction grasp, from pixels to edges to shapes to meaning. It's not a program anymore. It's a hierarchy of understanding.
It's wild, the fent. We used to program machines. Now they practically evolve.
That's the paradox. We built machines to follow instructions and ended up building ones that learn from the world itself. From the Perceptron to GPT, it's been the same instinct to teach machines the art of noticing.
That's it for episode 2, Learning to Learn, the era of machine learning.
If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Matiq News.
Next time, we'll explore episode 3, The Deep Revolution, Layers of Intelligence.
Thanks for listening, and remember, every machine that learns is just a reflection of the curiosity that built it.